did a live yesterday. It was the first live that I've done in almost a year. Unfortunately, the live ended up not uploading. Not sure why. I think it might have been too long. I don't know. It just was not uploading. So I'm here now. I'm gonna attempt to do a little bit of a shorter live. You know, maybe that will be for the best at the end of the day, anyways, because you guys can just go back and view it and not have to spend 30, 45, an hour, sitting there just watching live. So I'm gonna do my best to keep this short. I got a couple of things that I'd like to discuss with you guys. Okay, we're gonna hop right into it with the whole idea of everybody being yourself pushed out, everybody being a reflection of you, okay, of your consciousness, your energy overall. Now, this is a topic that I'm sure you're familiar with by this point, or at least it's something that you have become aware of, especially if you're involved with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard community. Hell, even some of the law of attraction community is starting to talk about this. So, what is everybody is yourself pushed out, right? What is everybody, everything is yourself pushed out? What does it mean? It means everybody and everything down to a T, okay? Whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Is a reflection of your energy, okay? Of your consciousness, okay? Even something as simple as, and I'm sure everybody has experienced this. Have you ever been in a busy place, maybe a concert or a huge get together with friends, family, etc., or maybe going shopping at a mall on Black Friday or around Christmas, and you're just casually walking around and you accidentally bump into someone and you're like, oh, hey, my bad, buddy. And you're like, oh, no problem. And then they go about their day, you go about your day, and you probably never see them again. Yeah, that was a reflection of yourself. That was yourself pushed out. Even something as insignificant as that is a reflection of yourself. Everything. All the good, all the bad, and everything else in between. This could be a hard pill to swallow because people will hear this and be like, holy crap, that means that I manifested the quote unquote negative things that have shown up. Yes, you did. But you did it subconsciously, most likely. And I'm not saying it's your necessary, I'm not saying it's necessarily your fault. Yo, mama, big fan. Can I get a shout out? Sure. Shout outs to Casey Rogers Manuel. Thank you for being here. I'm sure you're a lovely person. I'm sure you're a beautiful person. Stay strong, stay optimistic, stay in control, and continue manifesting like a beast. So, getting back to what I was saying, I'm not saying it's your fault that you manifested the troublesome things that have happened to you in your life. Okay? Nobody, I doubt, is voluntarily thinking about some of the heinous things that we've experienced in life to happen. Those things are the result, most likely, of, okay, the subconscious thinking that you have been involved with for most of your life. But like it or not, at the end of the day, you are the one manifesting your entire existence, your entire life. All of the good, all of the bad, and everything, God, I can't talk today, in between. Okay? I am not editing this live. Whatever mishaps, fuck ups I have with this speech are staying. Am I a Christian? I am not. I am not religious in any way, shape, or form. I am a spiritualist in every way, shape, and form, and then some. So, everybody is a reflection of self. Everything is a reflection of self. All of the good, all of the bad, and everything in between. So, having said this, when you're going about manifesting, let's say a specific person, the goal here is to change the way you're viewing yourself and them in relation to you. Otherwise, change will not happen. There's a difference. Awareness in mind is awareness our subconscious. Nope. Awareness is the God force that is all things. Awareness is the God self, God, whatever word you want to use it, infinite intelligence, God, awareness, unconditional universal love. It's all the same thing, just different terminologies. Your mind is the conscious, subconscious slash unconscious, and superconscious. But the God self is what's manifesting. Your mind is just there so that you can experience things like feelings, beliefs, expectations, and all of that jazz. It's there so that you can impress this, yourself as a whole. Okay? So typically, when you're dwelling on something consciously for long enough, the subconscious is going to be impressed. And then your God self, God, will begin a process to materialize it in physical form. So the subconscious is not what's manifesting. Despite what people claim and what people believe, the subconscious is not what's manifesting. God is what's manifesting. The mind, you ever heard the expression, you're not your mind or your body? Yeah, that's true. You're not your mind, you're not your body, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your beliefs. You are the infinite source that exists beyond all of it. All of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all of your beliefs, your mind, your body is all a byproduct of the infinite source that is all things. As some people call it, God. As some people call it, unconditional universal love. As some people call it, the quantum field. You understand? So getting back to what I was saying, all things are one. All things are God. Everybody's yourself pushed out. Everything is yourself pushed out. So when you're manifesting a person, for example, the goal here isn't to manipulate the 3D and act with force and attempt to force the person to love you or anything. It's not about that. It's about changing the way you view yourself, involving love and relationships, and then changing the way you view them in relation to you. That's real how God, I can't talk today. That's really helpful. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. So, having said that, what does this mean? It means start identifying, start viewing yourself as someone that is worthy of love, chosen across the board, prioritized across the board. You're not just affirming that you're prioritized by the person. No, that's wrong. Don't do that. Okay, you're placing your person on a pedestal when you do that. You're placing all of your awareness on them. What? You can only feel prioritized by them? No, you focus on being prioritized, chosen, worthy across the board in every area of your life by everyone. And then when it comes to the person, you focus on this and this alone. Well, these two things, one or the other. Either you focus on being in a happy, romantic, lifelong marriage with this person, or a happy, romantic, lifelong relationship with this person. That's all you need to do. I promise you. You don't need to focus on they're texting me, they're obsessed. You don't need to focus on they're committed to me. You don't need to focus on they worship me. None of that. That's all the middle. Stray away from that. And if you hear coaches suggest you to focus on that, dismiss it, because I'm telling you, this advice right here is so much better. So much more easy, so much more effortless, and I give you my word on that. Focus on being in a happy, romantic, lifelong relationship or marriage with your person, one or the other. That's all you need to focus on when it comes to them. You can affirm it. If you're going to visualize it, you can visualize celebrating a 1-year wedding anniversary, or a 10-year relationship anniversary, or a 5-year wedding anniversary. Affirmations, you can affirm things like, me and my person are happily married. Isn't it wonderful that we have such a romantic marriage with one another? Me and my person have an amazing romantic relationship with one another. And that's it. That's it. And then when you focus on yourself, you can engage with guided visualizations or affirmation tapes involving self-concept as a whole purely. And then some examples of affirmations you can focus on involving yourself would be, isn't it wonderful knowing how chosen I am across the board? I feel worthy of everything and anything that I desire. Do you get what I'm saying? So you do that, and then you change the self-concept. I have no idea what you just said. Shayar 833, it popped up in a completely different language. The only word I actually see there is good night. Now, getting back to what I was saying, okay? I'm just being completely honest. Getting back to what I was saying, okay? You change your self-concept. You change the way you see yourself. You change your self-identity, involving you as a whole and them in relation to you. And this goes for everybody. Everybody. Anytime you're manifesting a specific person, this comes into effect. That came in English. Hi in return. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too. So you shift yourself, shift your self-identity involving you as a whole, and then you shift your self-concept, self-identity involving the person you're manifesting in relation to you. And it is then, only then, will they start showing up differently. They will start reflecting you as a whole and the positive assumptions, beliefs, etc. that you have in place involving them in relation to you. Now, the problem is most coaches are telling you guys to only focus on self concept and don't place any awareness on the person in of themselves. You're right. I mean, they're right, and I am right when I say this, and I'm sure you're right if you've ever said this too. Don't place all of your awareness on them. Focus on the experience you want with them. Okay, the other problem is, and this is the big thing, is coaches are suggesting to you guys to just completely dismiss even that. And if you do that, you're going to get hot and cold behavior. Let me explain. If on one hand, you view yourself as in control, worthy of anything you desire, you feel chosen, you feel prioritized, your person's going to reflect that. You're going to get a hot behavior. But if you're still believing, thinking, feeling, etc., that they don't like you specifically, that they don't love you specifically, they're going to reflect that, and then you're going to get cold behavior. So therefore, you're going to get hot, cold behavior. So the solution is to do what I suggested and focus on both. Focus on creating a good, healthy self-concept, self-identity involving yourself as a whole and them in relation to you. And you can rewind a couple minutes and catch what I said, okay? And I think that will clarify things for you. I mean, I'll touch base on it one more time, but you can also rewind as well. Focus on the experience you want with them, being happily married or being in a happy romantic relationship. That's it. That's all you got to focus on when it comes to them. When it comes to yourself, focus on self-concept as a whole. Meaning, don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm prioritized by my person. No, wrong. Just focus on being prioritized across the board. You understand? Because when you go in that other direction, you run the risk of placing them on a pedestal, and you don't want that. You deserve to feel prioritized across the board. I mean, ask yourself, do you just want to be prioritized by your person, or do you want to be prioritized by your friends, family, co-workers, bosses? Do you want to feel chosen just by a person, by your person, or do you want to feel chosen in a beautiful way by other people? Think about it. So everybody's yourself pushed out. Everybody's a reflection of you, your consciousness pushed out. All right. I think that's pretty much all that I really wanted to relate to you here today. That's all I really wanted to discuss with you here today, is the aspects of everybody's yourself pushed out. And I suppose we touched a little bit on what is actually creating your life. And if you guys have any questions at all, you can comment down below. Once this live uploads, which fingers crossed it actually does, you can ask your questions. Keep it appropriate, keep it simple. You could check the first pinned comment down below as well if you'd like to work with me more one-on-one. I do offer mentoring, coaching services and whatnot. And I think that's pretty much it. If you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, it's Manifesting Greatness Now. So happy we manifested TikTok to return. Okay, I think it's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna hop up out of here. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care, stay safe, much love and peace, and God bless.